Hello everyone, I welcome everyone to this video. So in this video, we will going to talk about how to write answers for TCS and TPS mains examinations. Okay. So in this video, in very detailed manner, I will discuss each and every aspect of writing answer for the mains examination. Okay. Now let's start the video. First of all, you need to understand one thing. Having knowledge and to produce that knowledge in the examination is two different things. Okay, you may have very good knowledge, but it doesn't mean that you will produce that knowledge in the examination in well manner. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't work like that. Okay, there is no guarantee that if someone has a good knowledge base will produce good answers in the examination. No, nothing like that. Okay, an average student also can write very good answer in the examination with limited knowledge. So it's all about writing skill. Okay, writing answer copy. Okay, writing answer copy is a kind of art. Okay, so you need to master that art to get an edge over the other students or your competitors. Okay, now to get that edge, of course you will gain your knowledge, you will read. Okay, but there are many nuances of writing answers, you should know that. Okay, so here I am going to discuss everything about answer writing. So let's start. Okay, now a good answer. Okay, a good answer should have four things. Number one, a good strategic approach. Okay, I'll discuss each and everything, don't worry. Next, conceptual clarity. Number three is effective presentation. Okay, a good answer has to be a strategic one, has to be well planned. Okay, first one. Next one is a good answer must have a conceptual clarity by the student, because if that student doesn't have that conceptual clarity, then he cannot structure that answer. Okay, so to structure that answer, one has to have that conceptual clarity of the topic, particular topic. Next is, after having these two things, strategic approach and conceptual clarity, one must have good presentation on the paper on the day of examination. Okay, so if the presentation is good, then only these three things all together will make a good answer. Okay, now to get these three things all together and to sync these three things and to put it in on the answer paper, we have to know few more things about the answer writing. Okay, now I'll discuss each and every point in detail, just bear with me. Okay, let's go. Now first one is, there are many things. Okay, the first important thing that is very important for answer writing is understanding the question. Understanding the question. One should read the question two times. Okay, when he will read for the first time, he will just read, and when he will be reading for the second time, he will analyze, he will think what the question is asking. Okay, now when you will read the question two times, it means that you are understanding the question properly. In the questions, there are different directive words. Okay, for example, there are directive words. Those are, for example, analyze, discuss, critically analyze or something, evaluate, okay, compare, justify, etc. In every question, they will end the question like this. They will put these words. Okay. So you need to understand these words very deeply. Okay. Each and every word have different meaning. Each of the word demand for different. Each of these words require to meet different needs. Okay. So you have to understand each and everything in detail. Like what is the meaning of analyze? Like if they are asking to analyze, then what are the parameters where you should focus upon or you should analyze? In discuss types of question, what they are asking actually. All together, these three things, these things all together will take another class itself. So I am not going here in detail. So this will take maybe later on. First of all, just we will be in the answer writing section only. We will not go in this section today. Okay. So our first point is understanding the question. So and in the understanding portion, you have to understand what the demand of the question. Okay. After understanding the demand of the question, okay, understand what they are asking. After that, ensure your answer and address what is specifically asked. For example, address the question specifically. What I mean is, you have to write what exactly they are asking, because the question paper has a limited time to solve, limited words to write. Okay, so in that limited time, limited words you have to write. So you cannot go here and there, or you can just bullshit. No, you have to write the specific requirement of the question. You have to understand it, and then you have to write the requirement of the question. Okay, so first of all we will understand the question. This will be our first job of writing answer, understanding the question. Next, what next we will go for structure. Structure your answer well. Now, what is the meaning of structure? What is the meaning of structuring answer? Okay, now there are many structures. Are there to write answers. Okay, for example, I will take an example, that is IBC format. IBC format. What is IBC mean? I stand for introduction, B stand for body, and C stand for conclusion. Now, when you will write your answer should have these three things: introduction, body, and conclusion. When a good answer will be having these three things must. Suppose your introduction is very good, your body is very good, but your conclusion is not good, then you will not fetch good mark, or you cannot impress the examiner. Okay, so to impress the examiner or to get good mark, you should definitely have these three things in your answer. Okay, now we'll understand what particularly an introduction should have, or what is the introduction thing mean. Now, introduction is simple. Just define the key term. Define the key term what they are asking in the question, or give a context of the question, like any current event or any incident or anything. Remember one thing, it should not exceed 2 to 3 lines. Okay, this is very important. Introduction should not exceed 2 to 3 lines. Okay, now introduction is done. Now body, what a good body of an answer should have. In the body section, what you will do, you will present argument, you will give example, facts, okay, subheadings, bullet point, etc. So in the body section, it should contain the demand of the question, means what they are asking you should provide in the body section. A body of an answer should have this 3 or 4 things. Okay, in this way, if you divide this body section, then you can write it well. Okay, your question structure will be good. Okay, now last one is conclusion. Now in the conclusion part, what you should write, you should basically end the question, you should end the answer in a balanced format, in a balanced way. Okay, it has to be optimistic. Okay, or a way forward. Okay, or remember, these conclusion also should not exceed 2 to 3 or maybe 4 lines. That's it. So this was your body structure, structuring your answer. In the structure, when you will be structuring your answer, it has to have introduction, body and conclusion. In the introduction part, you will write definition or the key terms in 2 to 3 lines. In the body section, you will write different facts, examples, everything, and after that you will write a conclusion or a way forward. Okay, now this was for a structure of your answer, structuring of your answer. Next thing that is very important in answer writing is use simple and effective language. Now understand one thing. Effective language means you have to use proper vocabulary. Sometimes what we do, we to explain one thing we write a sentence or 2 sentences, but it can be written in 1 word only, because we don't know that particular word. That's why we extend it by writing sentences. Okay, so in that time you will be in problem, like you will waste your time. Okay, you will waste your word limit. Okay, so for that you have to use effective language. Okay, or you should use simple language. Okay, now also here also we can go in detail, like for example, here avoid long and complex sentences, always write in bullet point. Okay, short and crisp. Okay, be precise. See, this is not a university exam. Okay, you no need to fill the page, 6 page, 10 page or everything. No, here everything is limited, time is limited, word is limited, so you have to be precise and to the point. Use formal language. Okay, So simple, use, always use simple and effective language. This was for third point. Next point is, this is very important, this has to must have in your answer, that is incorporate data, facts and examples. Now what does it mean? A good answer must have the backing of data or fact or example or any case study. So in the body part, when you will be writing your answer, you will be structuring your answer, your argument has to be backed by data, facts or examples or anything. For example, okay, now understand one thing, always use reports, okay, indices or any committee recommendations. For example, Niti Ayog, World Bank, WHO or economic survey, etc. Okay, when there will be question, try to incorporate some reports or any committee recommendation from Niti Ayog, World Bank, WHO, economic survey or whatever, anything. Okay, next, quote something, try to quote something. For example, article number from constitution, if it is, if related, or wherever, or wherever relevant. Okay, this is very important. If you quote this article number, then it backs your answer, okay, very well. So you need to understand this. Next, what you should do, provide real life example, case studies, government schemes, etc. So when you will be incorporating this thing in your answer will get another value. It will impress the examiner, okay. And also it is a proof that you have you have studied the thing very well, okay. That's why you are so well read, okay. So always try to incorporate these data, facts or example kind of thing, okay. Next, now how to make your answer more attractive, okay. Next point you should remember is 5 number, use diagram, flowchart or maps. Always use this. See, what is the need of this diagram? Diagram will ultimately save your time. It will make your answer visually appealing, okay. So always try to make diagram, maps, especially in for geography, international relation, you should definitely use maps, flowcharts. Now see, flowcharts, there are many types of flowcharts. Suppose you can write this one, there are two or more, okay, and there are more. So in this way you can make flowchart. Or also you can make, suppose population, you can make it box here and you can different aspects of this, okay. Or you can write something here, suppose population, so you can write different dimensions in this way, okay. There are many ways to write this flowchart, so okay, so you have to master it. Wherever you think you should use these flowcharts, it will ultimately save your time, save your word limit, and also it is appealing, it looks visually good, okay. Next is balance your answer, balance both sides, especially for critical questions. See, there will be questions like they will be asking to take your stand. So in that type of question, you should present them both pros and cons before concluding. Okay, and in the conclusion part, you will conclude with a viewpoint, but it has to be rational, it has to be balanced, it has to be optimistic, okay, futuristic. Okay, so always try to balance your answer. Okay, now the most important thing of answer writing is the time management. This is the most important thing of answer writing. If anyone can master this time management skill, then he is done for answer writing thing. Okay, now see, let me take the example of our GS2 paper. GS2 paper mains, TCS, TPS. Total marks is 150. Okay, MCQ question in the both section 20 plus 10, 30 questions, 30 MCQ question. So let's understand 30 MCQ you will be solving in, let's say, 40 minutes. Okay, you cannot afford more than this 40 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes is very extreme. No, you should complete it within 30 minutes only, but I am giving you this thing that you just complete it within 40 minutes. Okay, next, now out of total 150 mark, if 30 is gone, then how much you have? 120 marks. Total time of the examination is 3 hour, 3 into 180 minute, right? So if 40 minute is gone for MCQ 40 minute, you're gone, 180 minus 40 minute, so you have 140 minute. So 140 minute for how much mark? 120 mark. Understand this. Now they ask short answer type question. Okay, so in short answer type question, they total ask 12 question, which of value 5 marks. Okay, so total how much mark? 60 mark. Cool. Now next is descriptive type question. Okay, descriptive answer type question. Here they ask 6 question, okay, of 10 marks. 60 mark, total 120 marks. Total 120 marks. Okay, now understand one thing. Now you have 120 marks for 140 minute. Now you divide. Okay, so here if we divide this thing 12 question 60 minute, so one question you will be getting almost 5.8 minute, but you cannot take 5.8 minute. Okay, you have to take, let's say, 5 minutes. And in the short answer type question, descriptive type question, 10 questions 60 minutes, so per question you will be getting Per question you will be getting 60 minutes, right? 60 question, 60 marks, 10 question. So you will be getting 10 question, right? Or 60 something. No, you actually it is 6 question, okay? So you will be getting almost 10 minutes. So in this way you can divide that in this mains examination, short answer type question you have to write in 5 minutes, and descriptive answer type question you have to write in 10 minutes. Okay, it is of 5 mark value, it is of 10 mark. Now 10 minute, 5 minute. So in 10 minute type of 10 marks 10 minute type of question you should write it 150 to 170 words maximum. You cannot exceed this limit. If you exceed this limit, then you will compromise your other questions also. So in this way you will be lacking the question paper and ultimately you will leave questions. No, you don't exceed the limit. Okay, you are right in 150 to 170 word only, and in this 5 mark question you should try to write 75 to 100 word. Okay, so this is the word limit standard. Okay, now understand one thing, this 5 minute how to utilize this time. Take 30 seconds to 1 minute to think or to frame the question. Okay, now when you will be done with the framing the question or the brainstorming the question, then you will start writing. So in this way you will be having a good structure of the question and you can write the question very fluently. Otherwise in the middle you will be stuck and it will distract your mind. Okay, so 1 minute for brainstorming and 4 minute answer writing. Okay, now understand one more thing. Always prioritize questions. Okay, there will be questions which you will be very confident, and there will be some question you will be not so confident, but you have to write. So first of all write the good answers, like where you are confident, where you are strong. Okay, after that at the end part you will write the questions which where you are not so confident, you have to manage those questions. So in this way you will approach. And one more thing, never ever leave any question unattempted. It is understood that if someone has answered the whole paper, it doesn't matter how quality answers he has written, but only just by attempting the 100% question paper, the chance of getting selected is increased by 18%, 80%. If someone has attempted the question 100%, means he will be in the interview list definitely. 100% he will be in definite in interview panel, in interview list. So never ever leave any single question unattempted. Whatever you know, manage. Okay, whatever you know, write anything, any data, any code, or whatever, but never leave any question unattempted. That's it. So this was the everything about the writing answers in the mains examination. Okay, so in this way you will be writing in the examination. Now some of you have asked me Like how to start the answer writing. See, this is psychological thing. Like we always read gs or everything, but we just read to gather knowledge, okay, and to solve mcqs to for the prelims. We give so much importance to the prelims, but prelims is nothing because our rank everything is depends on mains examination only, but we don't pay much attention to this. So what I will say for the beginners, what you do, you take a paper, you take any topic, okay, write whatever you know, whatever. It doesn't, you don't see for, you don't go for timing, you don't go for introduction body or conclusion thing, no nothing. You just write whatever you know, write. You don't bother for word limit or time anything. You just write. So when you will be writing 10 to 15 questions or 10 to 15 days regularly, then slowly you will get an idea. Like you by your own you will be understanding that you should have, you could have written that answer well, you could have incorporated that data that you know. So you will realize by your own that this could be written something better. So in this way you will be starting. After 10 to 15 days you will be write daily, you have to write one or two question minimum. So in the meantime you will be incorporating these things what I have told you in the video totally, like giving structures or body introduction everything. So in this way you will write 2 to 3 months regularly daily one or two questions, okay, and it will be daily you will be improving, okay, and ultimately one day you will be seeing in a very good position that you have mastered the all the art or all the things that I have discussed here, and ultimately you will be done for the mains examination. The main thing is that you don't think, just start writing, okay, don't wait for anything, don't judge your answer, okay, you just write sheet, just write it, okay, and don't worry about the result, just start writing, okay. So that's all for